Hi, I'm Rebecca Chaplin. I am a writer, but I mainly report on things like car dealers, car auctions, car sales and car buying. So today I'm going to be answering some of your questions for Motors.co.uk. Start with the first one, which is from a person who has a 2014 Lexus IS 250 and they want to change to a diesel of similar size and spec. They asked, do I have any advice about suitable cars? So if you love the IS 250, you could simply swap into an IS 200D of the same era, which will give you a lot of the same sort of interior tech if that's what you're looking for. But unfortunately the diesel was only made in a manual and isn't really known for being particularly refined to drive. Arguably, probably the best alternative from that sort of era would be the BMW 320D. I mean, it's always kind of a toss up at the top about whether people prefer the BMW 3 Series, Audi A4 or Mercedes C-Class within that segment. But particularly if you're looking for something around the same age or slightly newer, the 320D is definitely the one to go for. It's economical, really good to drive, and it usually comes out on top on any tests of that sort. Next, I've got a question from someone who is looking for an automatic estate but with a left foot accelerator for their disabled brother. They say they want enough room for a wheelchair in the back and have a budget of around £10,000 to £13,000. So for practicality and comfort when it comes to estates, a really good one to go for would be the Skoda Octavia or Superb. Superb is slightly bigger, but Octavia, within that price bracket, you'll get more for your money basically. Slightly smaller in the rear, but they are really good cars, really reliable and also comfortable, nice to drive. I am going to assume that you're looking to do the conversion later because actually finding an estate on the market that is already fitted out with any kind of Motability adjustments is really hard to come by. Most of the time you're looking at sort of MPVs, so if you're looking for something like that or instead that's already converted, there are a few options out there, but even finding some of them is a much smaller market than other items around. Alternatively, you could go for something like a Vauxhall Insignia Sports Tourer. That is cheaper, so you could get something slightly newer, slightly lower mileage. And what's great is that it's got a very square boot on the estate version of the Insignia, which makes it a lot easier to get large objects in. Up next, our final question. Someone who says they are looking to sell their 17-plate Ford Fiesta, but they're not sure how much it should be priced at. Do I have any tips? So I would say the best thing you can do to start with is to go onto a website like Motors.co.uk. If you click on Sell My Car, there is a section under there which will give you a valuation. That will give you a really good idea of the kind of current market rates for your car. You have to really take into account things like condition, mileage, because that will make a difference when it comes to selling. The other thing to do is, if you're just looking for a kind of ballpark figure, just search for similar cars like yours and see what people are selling them for. If you want to sell your car fast, the best thing you can do is price it lower than anything else that's on the market currently. So hopefully that's helped some of you and answered some of those questions. If you have any more questions, do let me know. Send them into Motors.co.uk and I will answer them for you next time.